Yes, my granny had a beautiful house. A son, the second eldest son, stayed next to her. She had a beautiful garden. Say from down there to here, beautiful, beautiful garden. She was a Scotch woman. Her father actually was Scotch, but
got green fingers.
is it? But her mother was South African. See, but in other words, I was born in District 6, just across the road from my grandmother. But eventually, I found I grew up in Caledon Street.
Okay.
There was in a flat there. But when my mother and father broke up, my granny took the three of us.
Okay.
And I grew up by wonderful parents. My grandparents, they stayed in Springfield Street. Springfield Street, yes. And my grandfather worked for Bothanus. Bothanus had polished the pianos.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
they were in Adley Street.
Oh, fascinating.
More, not right on the, more or less on the corner of Darling and Adley Street. And my father was also a French polisher. You know our furniture shine that they do. Beautiful. You hardly get these kind of people anymore. But we grew up, my grandfather then, they were more better off than most people in District 6. Those years the people didn't have, there was people that had no electricity.
Okay.
There were people that didn't have a fridge. District 6 was always a safe place to grow up. You know, nobody interfered with you. You greet everybody and everybody greets you.
Amazing.
It was a 14-room, double-story house that my mother-in-law, that my father-in-law left to my mother-in-law. Frank and Frank, Mr. Frank and Frank was the attorney for 11 years. His offices was in old OK Bazaar building that was across from the station in District 6, not in Cape Town, not District 6, Cape Town. So I didn't know Mr. Frank and Frank. So when I moved in, like the bride came home like the Sunday evening, and then the Monday morning, at least let me tell you, it was a double-story house. The passage was almost as wide as it was a very big house.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and each room upstairs was 10 rooms upstairs. Each room upstairs had a family.
Oh, wow.
Only the one room had a little kitchen and a bathroom. But everybody had to use the one bathroom.
And how did everybody get along?
It seemed they got along fine. But there was a back staircase going down to the yard, which was a big yard, and they hang the washing there. See? It happens. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for riches. But I did ask God when times was very hard in District 6. I asked God, Ja Allah, gee maar toch vir my 'n plek. Al is dit 'n garage of 'n klein plekkie, gee maar vir my tog 'n plek. So Allah gave me, after I had to move out of that big house in District 6, and Allah gave me a small house, which I stayed about a year. And then Allah gave me this beautiful house.